Hello everybody, I'm Weebot17, and today we're going to talk about some new things that were revealed at San Diego Comic-Con 2017. For the most part, I'm going to be covering all the new things that have come out for the new Power of the Primes toy line coming after Titan's return, and the very interesting reveals that came out of it. So first off, we're going to start off with the big guy. Leader Class Evolution Rodimus Prime Evolved. This surprised me completely. Basically what this is a deluxe hot rod, that is the car, that combines with an external trailer to create this super mode, or Rodimus Prime, along with including some other gimmicks that are hidden within the figure. First off, I really do like the look of this thing. I think it looks really good. My only issue is how fat it is. Let's just say it kind of looks like Rodimus let himself go a lot. He's very bulky, which is not how I would really see Rodimus a lot. The way it combines reminds me a lot of Armada Optimus Prime, in which he basically turns upside down and his legs create the arms, and the super mode head comes out of his backpack. As you can see in the picture, his thighs are Rodimus Prime's shoulders. But that's not all. No. This is where the Power of the Primes gimmick comes in. So the Titan Masters, everybody remembers the Titan Masters, right? They're basically headmasters. Well, in the new Power of the Primes line, they have Prime Masters, which are basically like Power Masters. Instead of going on the head, they go into the chest. And here you can see the Matrix of Leadership, and you can see that it's attached, and the Prime Master is basically just a Titan Master. So it does still have the head connection, which that actually reminds me of an issue from the IDW comics. I remember seeing the iTunes preview somewhere, but I can't remember exactly. It basically involved these guys, and they had basically a matrix on their head. They would basically all combine to create the key to Vector Sigma to activate Vector Sigma or something like that. I can't remember exactly. You could totally take that Prime Master and make a custom of those guys. That would be cool. I'd like to see somebody try that. Cheetamus, if you're listening, note that down and make that. I would love to see you make that. Now moving on to the next one, we have a Voyager class Starscream, something that I've been looking forward to for so long. A G1, even IDW styled Voyager class Starscream. See, we got the Leader class for Combiner Wars, we got the Deluxe class for Classics, we got a Legends for Generations. And the only Voyager class Starscream I know is the Cybertron one, and I'm not a big fan of that. But this I am a pretty big fan of. My only issue is the big arms. He looks super deformed. He looks like a love child of Popeye. But you know what? I can look past that. Because here's the reason, is that most likely he is a Combiner Wars torso. His torso can create the torso of a Combiner. A lot of people have been predicting that. He has some holes in his arms, like some hollow bits in his arms and some hollow bits in his legs, that makes it look like it could be a Combiner port. I have a feeling his Combiner torso is going to be a lot like Silverbolt, in which he basically flips upside down and his arms create the thighs of the Combiner and his legs combine together to create the chest, giving him a very broad upper body and these thick thighs, which would explain why his arms and legs are so thick. I can't say how excited I am about this. It's so cool. Now, going down the scale, we have Deluxe Class Jazz. This one really made me scratch my head. I don't really know why Hasbro would even try to make another Jazz, because there was the Reveal the Shield Jazz, the Classics Reveal the Shield, whatever, that Jazz, which was basically, a lot of people consider that, and I consider that, the pinnacle Jazz of a collection. And then they make this, which has I would say almost a more realistic looking car mode. The mold works for Jazz, but not as much as I think it should. I think this is more of a pre-mold for something, but I just can't put my finger on it. Like, if you guys know in the comments, please tell me. But one of the interesting things about this Jazz is the fact that it has a combiner port. Now, for those of you wondering where the hand-foot gun is for the combine mode, Hasbro will be including a separate piece that in robot mode can attach to the chest, along with the Prime Master to give it some kind of an upgrade. You know, it's part of the gimmick, as well as being a hand-foot gun. So hopefully these limbs will actually have a little bit more posability than the Combiner Wars ones did. Maybe individual fingers, maybe like larger feet? I'm not sure. It'd be exciting to see it and find out. And the next two deluxes we have is Dreadwing and Darkwind, which they're G1 characters. I don't really know that much about them. They must be some Master Force characters. I'm not too sure. I'm not very familiar with Master Force. I've only watched I think 10 episodes. These two deluxes look really good. They're basically just remolds based off, they're heavy remolds based off of the aerial bots. But what is really interesting of how they're pre-molded is the fact that they can combine, the two deluxe planes can combine to each other to create the super plane or whatever, just like the G1 toy did. I think how it works is that Dreadwing has a little panel on his combiner port, and I think that panel reveals a 5mm port, which can combine to the back of Dreadwind in plane mode, and basically you just flip up the head, flip up the front of the plane, plug it in, and there you go. It's a simple way to combine them, and it's very simple and also smart at the same time with how they designed it. I really like that. And going down to the next size class, we have Legends Beachcomber. Wow, who was right? That's right, it was me. If you don't remember, in my predictions video, I had predicted Legends Beachcomber based off of the Brawn mold, because I thought that the Brawn mold worked perfect for Beachcomber. Okay, so it's not 100% based off the Brawn mold, but I'm going to stretch this out as much as I can so that it's in my favor. The basic transformation is there of Brawn. Like Brawn, the arms in robot mode kind of push upward and plug into the side, and then his feet plug together and fold backwards to create the back of the truck, and then he has a back panel that flips up that can hold a Titan Master. Well, this one's basically the same way, but it's kind of reversed. So in this one, the feet fold up to create the front of the truck, of the dune buggy, and then the arms fold up into the back. But I was right. I was right in your face. And finally, we can see Prime Master Liege Maximo, or Skullgrin, which is basically just a play on the Pretenders, which looks really good, actually. I like it, and you can really see what the front of this Prime Master would look like. It looks like it's got like a bird design on it, or a butterfly design on the front, but I think I think it's made to look like a spark, like a spark component. The vehicle mode, I have no idea what the heck that is. It looks like claws. Maybe it's a weapon. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it's Cybertronian farming equipment. It's Cybertronian farming equipment. I don't know. It looks neat. You know, $4, $6. It's decently worth it. You're not really, you know, you buy it and you buy it and it's bad. It's not really that much of a waste of money. It's not even that much worth of, you know, returning it to the store. So that's it for the Power of the Prime stuff. There was a few extra stuff like leaked and released. Like the one thing that was released, if you don't remember the Me Soundwave MyPad thing, well now they've released another one, which is a My Power Bank Optimus Prime. It looks okay. It looks okay. There's been worse figures out there before, but it literally just turns into a brick, kind of like Soundwave basically just turned into a tablet. He just turned into like a pad. I'm not gonna say whether it looks good or bad. I'm gonna leave that to your own interpretation. I just wanted to tell you about it. And that's it. I mean, this isn't really an official reveal. This is more of a leaked artwork for what would have been the 3rd or 4th box set that would have come out that were canceled. That's the prediction that people are making. That's the assumption that people are making because of these unique little, there's scans of these trading cards like Ultra Magnus, where it just shows a Titan Master. So like all the box sets have shown a Titan Master that's like die cast. And this one, it's a card for Ultra Magnus. So apparently in that box set that we would have gotten a die-cast Ultra Magnus Titan Master. And then the other one was a deluxe RC based off of the Blur mold. Supposedly, if these box sets did come out, they would have consisted of the 2 Autobot Decepticon clones that are now being released in their own 2-packs. But that's the prediction. That's what everyone is guessing, because nobody really knows. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but I didn't want to spend $100 anyway, so. Anyway, I'm really excited for Power of the Primes. I like how it's kind of a mix between Power Masters, Headmasters, and Combiners all in one, which really could open up the gate for, you know, more like new things, like new Combiners. Yeah. You know, Road Caesar. Yeah. Abominus. Predaking. Hey, yeah. That one combiner that is a bunch of trains. Yeah. So that's about the end of the video. Don't forget, you can like this video, comment, and even subscribe, but only if it's your pleasure. Follow my social media links down in the description below. I'm About17, and I will see you later.